What's up everybody, Foxbreaker Studios here, and today I am back with a bit of a haul from January 1st, and I would have gotten this video out sooner, but I actually had a pretty bad fever for a good week. Actually, it was like a week and a half, I think, and so I wasn't able to make a video during that entire period, but I am back. And so let's just get straight into the video and I will show you guys how this went. Alright, now with this haul I did actually get 2 other sets besides these 5 Clone Trooper and Battle Droid battle packs. I'll just show them to you real quick, but I'm not going to put them in the main video just because I won't be talking about them. But we have the Boba Fett mech, which I only got for the minifigure basically, maybe a few of the parts. But he does look pretty nice. And then also this Lego Minecraft armory set, and that's just because of the armor and the kind of cool like Sonic Boom, like Warden, I don't know, shield that I thought looked kind of cool. I don't know why the minifigures look so goofy, but that's weird. But anyways, the armor in this set is pretty nice, and so are the tools. So I got those 2, but they're not really that important. I don't find them like super interesting. So we're just going to be talking about these 5 sets right here. And I did stay up, let's see. So I didn't actually have to stay up that late. But basically on December 31st at 12 EST, I believe, is when these sets release. And me being Pacific time, I only had to wait till 9 o'clock because they released at 9. I did have to wait a little bit longer because the site would not let me in for like a good 10 minutes actually, just because there were so many people that were overloading their servers. But I did get on after 10 minutes or so and got 5 of these before they got out of stock. And I didn't actually check later that night to see how soon they did go out of stock, but I heard it was pretty quick, so I'm glad that I waited. But these are 5 very nice sets, and I'm just gonna put them together real quick, and then I'll be right back once I'm finished. Alright, so this is everything from the 5 battle packs laid out. As you can see, we have quite a few clones. We've got a lot of super battle droids, and then we've got a good amount of regular battle droids. So first of all, let's look at the Clone Troopers. So first of all, we have this base plate with the Clone Troopers on it, and as you can see, there's quite a few. So the planes, there's 3 in each set, and then there's also a Shock Trooper in each one. So 15 regular Clone Troopers, and then 5 extra of the Shock Troopers. Now these minifigures do have helmet holes, but I don't like helmet holes, but I'm going to be replacing the helmets anyways with RP2 helmets. I might get some Grandpa Clone Customs ones just to have some 2020 styles, but most of these will probably have RP2 helmets on. But honestly, it doesn't look too bad. I don't really like it, but it's not that bad. There were a few that kind of have like weird misprints. It's not really misprinted, but it's like a little bit lower. Like the print is a little higher up, and those look a little bit funky, but it's fine. But anyways, we've got quite an assortment of different weapons. We've got the small pistols, the regular carbines, and some rifles, as well as snipers. And then there's some micro binoculars and thermo detonators as well. I didn't actually build the build from 4 of the sets. I only built 1 of the builds. So I just mixed up the guns that these guys had. But let's see. Let's take a look at one of these Shock Troopers. And the Shock Trooper looks pretty nice as well. The helmet holes do bother me a little bit more on this one. And also, I wish they had dual molded legs, but it's fine because, I don't know, I can always get some custom ones later if I really want to. But honestly, they look alright if I just get a new helmet for him. But yeah, so I would say this is honestly like you get 15 plane troopers, 3 in 1, and so like honestly, I'd say getting 5 of these is a pretty decent deal for, you know, if you're trying to enlargen your clone trooper army. I know some people like just don't like the helmet holes at all, and if you have a hard time getting replacement helmets, you know, if you don't want to spend that money, then it might not be worth it. But honestly, I think for all the planes, you know, you can do so much to customize these guys, you know, adding different capes. You can get decals that go over already printed figures and stuff like that. So honestly, I think it's a pretty good deal, even though they are all the same. There's a lot of different things you can do with these. But yeah, I am going to go on to the next base plate. Alright, so here we have the droids, and again, there's also 3 super battle droids per each battle pack, and then there are 2 regular battle droids per battle pack. So we've got this little group of 8 droids right there, and then we have the 15 super battle droids over there, and then there's also 2 on STAPs. I said I only built one of the builds. I actually did build an extra STAP, but that was like the only build that I really liked, and I didn't need another Octopura, so I built 2 of those. But first of all, I'm just going to talk about like kind of the main thing that a lot of people are buying this set for, which is the Super Battle Droid, and we have not seen these guys in quite a while. They haven't been made in a little while, so they are kind of newer, and they did redesign them because the old ones, as you can see here, I've got an old one. They did add a little bit more reinforcement in the back there. Because people would have problems with them breaking, you know, I'm not sure exactly why, but these would tend to snap and things, especially like with the clips for the hands and stuff like that. But the new ones do seem to be a little bit more sturdy. The plastic is more consistent, I think, and I don't know, they look pretty nice. I can't really see any like differences on the arms and stuff like that, but I suppose I'm not sure, I guess maybe the quality control is a little bit better, so hopefully they won't break as much. But they do look pretty nice. The only real difference as far as looks is that one thing on the back that I mentioned, and also the front little like headpiece is a lot smaller on the new one. But yeah, overall there's really not, well, I guess it's a little bit different. It's I don't know. The new one looks a little bit more like crisp and clear, whereas the old one's a little bit fuzzy in some spots. But honestly, I didn't really have a problem with the old ones, and the new ones look great as well, so nothing big there. I guess just it's an easy way to get them because they haven't been made in a while, and you know, it's in a large quantity, and the old ones are kind of expensive, so yeah. And then the regular battle droids are pretty normal. You know, the ones that are riding the STAPs have this little clip on the back to hold their weapon, which is pretty cool. And again, they have the kind of metallic dark gray guns, which I'm not really sure why they did that, but they do like to do that when they're making the droid weapons. The build for the STAP itself is pretty good. It's a little bit more accurate in size than some of the other ones. I've got the one from the Battle of Seleucami here as well. It does look a little bit nicer in my opinion. It's kind of oversized. This one's a little bit more size accurate. They both look nice. Honestly, I don't really care either way. They both look pretty good, but yeah. I'd say if you were to change one thing, it would probably be just like the wing flap things right there. But you know, it's fine. And then we also have, well, there should be 5, but I don't know why there's 4, but there's 4 of these. I have 4 of these little boxes, which are unprinted, but they've got a little thermal detonator inside, which is pretty cool. I do kind of wish they had a Republic and Separatist logos on them, but it's fine. I can probably just find some custom ones. And then I'm going to look at the Octopura droid. So this guy is probably more accurate than the old one that I have. One sec, let me grab him. He's definitely more accurate than this guy. He's larger, and just the blasters on him look better. This is the one from the 212th battle pack, the old one. You can see they have the same kind of like little spring shooter mechanism, but this one's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of short. It looks a little bit wimpy. This one, it kind of just looks more like accurate, I guess, just with the leg sections being a little bit more proportioned. And also the colors look really nice on it as well. Yeah, I would maybe, I guess, yeah, let me pull these off. I think it would look a little bit better without these, but you can pop them off really easily. I mean, there are those open holes, but it's all right. And then, of course, these have ratcheting leg things, so you can move the legs, which is pretty nice. And yeah, I'd say it looks good. I only need one of them. I can always build another one with my giant bag of leftover parts from the builds of all of these, since I only built one build and then an extra step. You can probably make better custom Octopro droids, but you know, it's honestly pretty good for Lego, so I'm not gonna complain. It wasn't really the reason I got the set anyways, but you know, it's pretty cool. And then lastly, we have the Clone Trooper builds, and I'd say these are like the worst part of the set, just because, like, I don't know, they don't look super great, but you know, it's a battle pack. You don't really buy it for the build, you buy it for the minifigures, and $30 is still a pretty good deal just to get pretty much all the minifigures and the droid. But you know, the speeder doesn't really look that good. It comes with the blasters that you can take off and give to the clone troopers, and then there's some stud shooters on the side, which I don't know, they're kind of lame, but Lego puts them for a play feature. But overall, I would say this set is a great set to build your clone trooper and droid army, especially with the new super battle droids. Those look really nice, and also with the plain clone troopers. This is the first set that we've gotten plain phase 2 clone troopers in the 2020 style at least, so that's pretty cool. Again, the builds aren't that great, but you're not buying it for the builds. I do like the Octopro droid and the STAP, but you know, the builds for the clones aren't really that good. But I'm sure you can find some pretty good alternate builds on the internet for those extra pieces. And honestly, even if it didn't come with a build, it would still be worth it. The minifigures is like, I don't really think I've ever seen like a $30 set that comes with as many minifigures as this does. Like 9 minifigures is a lot for just a $30 set. I haven't made a YouTube video in so long, I'm rusty, man. But yeah, thank you for watching. Sorry I was kind of rambly. I will be back with some more stop motion content sometime soon. I know I haven't made one in a long time, but I will do it. But thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.